Hey everybody, I'm back again with another toy review. This time it is the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fred Wolf style Master Splinter. And as you can see, he comes with a buttload of accessories. Most of them are very specific to certain episodes. I had to research because I couldn't remember what a lot of them were from, like the scroll, the little rat, and especially the medallion. But I did find out what they're all from, except the book on the back on the left side. I don't know what that's from, so if someone wants to point that out to me, I would be grateful. So let's see, the first thing that I'm going to point out is the scroll here. That's the Sacred Foot Clan scroll with the curly maneuver on it from the episode Blast from the Past, which is really cool. So Splinter gets that. That is a pretty hard piece of plastic. I wouldn't try to mess around with that. Second one is the little tiny rat. Oh, this is the little rat that Splinter feeds in the very first episode, Turtle Tracks. He gives him like a little cheese nugget or whatever. That's really cute. Really nice job on that. The next thing is the retro mutagen gun, and this is actually not Splinter's, but this belongs to Shredder, so you can give that to your Shredder figure. Let's see, and of course Splinter's walking staff, which is gorgeous. Very nice sculpt on that. Then the Renaissance art book. Now this, I think they took some liberties here because we barely really see this in the show, and this artwork was not used in the show, so it's actually kind of neat. It looks like a mixture between like Simpsons and Bob's Burgers. Almost on that artwork. And then there's this, in the show we kind of see it like this. I don't really see this whole thing there, so they kind of took liberties there. One of my personal favorite accessories is the Sword of Yurikawa, which is a really great episode. Splinter dresses up in like ninja gear and runs around and takes this from an exhibit because Shredder wants it to do some damage with it. And I have to say, this is extremely accurate to the episode, and I love that it comes with the flame. Splinter is able to make this sword catch fire and do all kinds of crazy magical things with it. So it's really cool, really great accessory. Let's see, this medallion. This one took me a hot minute to figure out where it's from. It's from the episode Michelangelo Meets Mondo Gecko, and Splinter hypnotizes Michelangelo because he's having nightmares and he can't remember them, and Splinter uses this to make him remember in his flashbacks, and then Michelangelo ends up later using it on Mondo Gecko. So it's a very cool accessory. So it's can be used for two characters here. Like I said, don't know where this book is from. I thought maybe it was the spell book that Shredder uses in the episode It Came From Beneath the Sewers. I think that's the episode it's from, but I might be wrong. But it is not that book, because that book is much thicker and blue. So, like I said, if someone wants to point out or do some homework and figure out where this is from, I would be really appreciative. Now, he also comes with some hands. These are some like weapon-holding hands. Very nicely done. And it comes with a bunch of other different hands. These are from different episodes. I think he makes many of these gestures with his hands and stuff. I think this one, he does this one when he's hypnotizing Michelangelo, I think. When he says, I crave pizza no more. Yeah, that one. I think what's that? Cowabunga Shredhead. That's a good episode. And I don't know what this one's from. Maybe it's the Curly Maneuver, something like that. This one looks like basically like doing a pressure point or something. Very cool though. I like all the different hands, and then the hands on Splinter himself are kind of an open hand to like grab stuff. But there's that, and then he also comes with his meditation mat, which is really cool. Now this is made from like a very, very thin like foam material. Very interesting. I'm gonna get all the accessories out of the way here, and then we're gonna get right into Master Splinter himself. And I have to say, this is one of the best sculpts in this line so far. There have been some really great ones, but this one really takes the cake, because it looks just like how it should look like in the show. Some other ones have had slight differences, but this one's really awesome. And then he has a moving mouth, which I love. I love these figures that have the moving mouth. I wish some of the other ones had them. The thing I really wish was slightly different was, I think, like the body shape or something, because the way the kimono sits, it doesn't really sit right, in my opinion, because these little like flower things, whatever they are, on the design on his kimono should be showing. You kind of have to really mess around with it and position it just right so they're showing on him. But I mean, that's a small nitpick. It's still a really amazing figure. And you are able to like stand him up on his feet there. You're gonna have to position his tail there. I've always liked how Splinter's feet were like that, but you can also take them and put them flat like this if you want to stand him a little better, and the front feet come down. So I'm gonna take off the kimono on him so you guys can see just how good the sculpt is on this figure, and a little bit of Splinter after dark here. Anyways, I'll do that. I'll take off that kimono. That's pretty easy to take off. Some fibers coming off here. Alright, so here we go. Naked Splinter. So I feel like his upper body should have been a little bit larger, so the kimono could have sat correctly on his body. He's a little big in the belly here, which I think that's probably right, but something's a little off here. I think maybe it should have been like the same size all around. I don't know. We don't really see Splinter without his clothes on this show, but there's a lot of articulation on this, and it's really nice. The head is like on a ball joint, and then you have his like neck area is a separate piece of plastic, which also rotates. Very nice. Like I said, the mouth moves up and down. Very nice flowing ball jointed shoulders. Forearms move as well. Then you have the double jointed elbows. I see a lot of people complaining about the elbows having messed up pins, but thankfully I got one that's pretty good. That one's a little messed up there, but it still works pretty well. Hands move really well also. I wish this had like an ab crunch so you could lean forward, but it's like on a ball joint there. And then he has the new style of leg articulation there. A little tight. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. I really don't want my Splinter figure to end up breaking on me. The legs are always the things that end up breaking on me personally. Then he has some really interesting knee articulation, which I really haven't seen in anyone else. It looks like it should bend further, but that's about as far as I can get it. I don't know if anyone else has been able to get them further than that. Kind if I can even get this one to go. But it does like rotate here. It's like on a, it's like a pin, I don't know, up inside the leg there. That's very nice. And then the leg at the knee is articulated there as well. Let's see. Then he has more articulation around the foot area of his bandage, and that is on a swivel, so you can do that with the feet as well. And the front of his feet are also articulated, so you can do the rat stances that I like to do, where his legs are up more animal-like instead of flat, which is more human-like. And then the last piece of articulation here is the tail. The tail is actually articulated, which is really nice. You can rotate that around and move it as you like. And it is also bendy, but I would be careful with that. I'm always weary of bendy toys. I don't want to move that too much. But overall, this is a absolutely fantastic figure, and this is, to me anyways, what cartoon Master Splinter should look like. I think this Master Splinter figure and the Baxter figure that are in this are just absolutely fantastic. This is a really great set, probably one of the best that have been made so far. I just think they really outdid themselves with this one, and I highly recommend it. And thankfully, this one is actually pretty easy to find. Target seem to be having a lot of them, and I think they might still actually be on Target's website. But as I dress Splinter back up here, I'm going to end this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, have a good one.